Abusalami. Usually I would never speak on this, but just the fact that if you really know me, you know I'm a real. This project, you brought it to me in 2017 in Lekki. I told you when it's mature, when it's ready, we'll push it, we'll handle it. Cool. When you brought it to me ready, it still wasn't ready. I didn't charge you my $20,000 consultation fee. Based on real. You brought your proposal of 200M. I told you make it $500K, which at the time would have been 300M. I expanded it for you. I made corrections. So what you are doing now, believing that you are tarnishing David's image, is that, mind you, I believe everybody needs a second chance in life. Mind you, I also told you that even though you had some other things, that your hands are not clean, don't worry, we will see how we'll fix it so that we can move ahead, which me and you know that you have done, that you did. That will make you not a suitable person to do business with. But okay, everybody deserves a second chance in life. Also, when you got money from the first brand, I said to you, be patient. You can still get money from other brands so that we do this thing properly. I told you that we would shoot it on a higher level with equipment, with Oibos. We will partner with like Marriott Bonvoy, since their umbrella is big, so that these boys won't be in any camp. They will have hotels to stay in. They will be fed. It would be proper. When you got that money, you rushed to buy a house, buy a car, carry women, this one, that one. I was watching, Abu, where is my paper? Where is my money? Where is this? When it came to you rushing that you wanted to have a meeting with David, I said to you came back to me that you just want to have a meeting one-on-one in person. You have some money. I told you that money is not enough. I said, okay, since you haven't paid me, you haven't given me my papers, pay me so amount. I live in Banana Island. I will carry my phone, I will call, I will give you access code, I will tell David you are coming for a meeting. Pay me so amount. You said, oh no, that means I don't see the vision, blah blah blah, like I'm. You then found another person that will take you to David. Took you to David, you paid that person times 2 of the money I asked you to pay me to have the meeting. I showed you how to do this thing. In your impatience, you went to meet somebody else, met somebody else, tried to cut me out, stopped replying my messages, believing that you had arrived. Now it has backfired. Now you've used David's image, you've gotten videos, you've done this, done that. The money you're complaining about, the image and the videos you've already used already match up to the amount of money that you are complaining about. Now, I like to be behind the scenes. I like to enjoy life. I like to just live life. You only live once. So me, I'm an enjoyment guy. Let me just enjoy my life. But you brought my name into it like I was bad to you, or like you gave me money, or like I ate some money, which I did not. It's very big in Africa. Long story short, Abu, you didn't give me 1 kobo. I did not eat 1 naira. You tried to be fast, believing that, oh, if you reach David direct, you can cut costs, this, that. I told you that for this project to move, even though the money comes from behind, initially it will cost you $1 million just to get David on board. You had a problem with Bobo. You had a problem with Asa from the get-go. Without even speaking to them, you already had issues with them that they say Asa this, they say Bobo that, blah, 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 blah. I told you, Asa is my younger brother. Bobo is my younger brother. I will talk to them for you. Let us do this thing properly. So I'm going to post about 5 screenshots on my story, just so that it can be shown all all your proposals. I went through everything, removed all the mistakes. I told you that every brand that David is endorsed to can actually be part of it because it is football. Apart from Mattel, because we're looking for underage players. I did all I could do. I informed everybody. I told you to be patient. You weren't patient. We agreed whether it is David, whether it's not David, I would be operations manager and I would have 5% of the company, which should be 10. But I said no problem. There's enough money to go around if we do it the right way. I gave you names of all the brands to use. I gave you names of the brands that we would do trade by barter with, of the brands that weren't our brands but can feed into it because it's football. And you had the meeting, you thought you were on, you started doing all this because of your own greed. Just the money that you could get out first for yourself, you don't begin the chop life they enjoy. Funny thing is, this whole money you are shouting about is less than just one show money. So we can decide to say, oh, this show that's coming, let's go and do the show, carry the money, give Abu. But the money is not even yours. But you are shouting, blah, 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 blah. After shouting, you now said, oh, they should pay you 4.5. That only 4.5 million inside the whole money is your own personal money. And they should pay you 4.5, you will stop. Brother, I'm only doing these videos just to clear my name. I like enjoyment. I don't like stress. Thank God I don't feed into the drama, the comments, to this. Because I am built how I am built.
Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, I'd like to say a very big thank you to everyone for the support that I've been getting online, on social media, text messages, calls, everything. It's been and I feel the love, honestly. My name is Abusalami. I'm a professional photographer and a filmmaker. I also run a football business, a football show, and I have an academy. And I'm just a total football guy. You know, I love the sport. I love grassroots football, and that's what I've been doing for the last 6 years. Trying to mentor, trying to get boys from the grassroots side of football to get them to go pro. So the show literally does one thing, showcases their skills to clubs, scouts and managers across the world. Anyway, I'm here today because in the last 72 hours, negotiation between myself and Davido for him to return the finances, which I gave him, Larry Gaga, and said, Larry said to me that we're grown men, that this need not be something that's on social media platforms, and that obviously David's reputation, my reputation as a businessman is all at stake. Well, that's neither here nor there anyway, but the main thing is negotiations are stalled because David cannot come up with the finances. We've given him options to pay installments, we've given him options to pay half of the payment, and he's come up with his egoistic attitude of trying to First, let me say this, David. That would not work. I say this to you again, you're a thief. I'm not mincing my words. And if you're going to throw your father's name in the mix and say because your father's a billionaire, he's going to contact the IGP, your father said to you that he's going to handle the situation, I promise you, I will embarrass Mr. Adeleke. And I need not be saying this, but I will embarrass him. I say this to you again one more time, do the right thing. You can't keep smearing and throwing the weight of your father's name around the whole place under the disguise that you're a celebrity, but you're stealing from individuals and you're ruining businesses and ruining lives. Do you know what I've been through in the last 1 year? I've traveled to 20 states in Nigeria looking for talents. 20 states. I have put my life on the line. I am mentoring boys. I am pushing them, looking for clubs for them. I can't sleep at night properly. I don't get a good sleep. I am dark because I'm in the sun every day working. And then you take money from the business and you do not influence the business, and then you want to throw your weight around and say that, you know what, you're this and you're that. It's not going to work. Then I'll tell you something else again in this video. If you also think for any reason whatsoever that because you want to say that you be one cult member, you know the cult member, say I would fear you. You have made another terrible move to help his brand. But more importantly, David needs an investment. Now, I say this to you. It's been over a year. You have had the opportunity to do your job. You have cancelled over 3 shoots. You have cancelled 2 press conferences. You haven't taken part in any of the screening phase. You haven't posted this on social media. You haven't done any influencing for this project. I have lost money. I am in debt. I have lost my sponsorship. And then you think you're going to be able to your father's name? Think about it then. Do I look like an illiterate? If you say your father knows the IG of police and you drag the IG of police into this, then the IG of police too, I would drag him on social media. I tell you this for free because nobody will. I know my rights as a citizen of the country, and I'm educated. I studied politics, philosophy, and economics, if you must know. There is no way you're getting away with this. I promise you. So please, David, you see, with this 2 fists that I have, and this mouth that I have, and this brain that I have, I can't be intimidated. I don't have to be in a gang. I'll fight you man to man, like I'm doing now. I will in the depths of hell. You will be fighting. You would. I promise you, I wouldn't give up. And you can't. I have not committed any crime. I am fighting for what is mine, my rights. So yes, go and bring your dad. I promise you, I will. If Mr. Adeleke will not tell you that, David, what you have done is steal from this young man, spoil his business, affect his life, affect the chances of him getting sponsorship, his sponsorship. If he's going to protect you under the umbrella that is a billionaire, I would drag him too. Anybody you bring, I would drag them. You're stealing from people and you're living a false life to impress who? You've put me in all kinds of debts. I don't think you've realized the damage you've done to me. Maybe because I'm a strong person by nature and I am not going through some kind of mental issue right now. Because you know what my family has been doing for me in terms of making sure that I am right, that today I can sit in front of this camera and talk to people. Do you know what I've been? Have you got any? Does it even bother you? What you do to people when you take their finances and you don't do your obligations as a person? Do you know what 500 million is today? $500,000 contract is today. That's 500 million naira. You can't afford to give me that. You can't afford, because if you can afford to give me that, you're not giving it to me without all of this force. I've tried to mediate on going halves. I've tried to mediate with Larry Gaga for you to pay in installments. Both times you've not been able to do it. We've called meetings. I've said I won't. You're either going to pay me back the finances or have a problem to deal with. And that decision is yours, really, because that problem is literally me as a person. I will not stop fighting. I will not give up. I will not be relentless. I have 46 boys in the camp that I have to feed every day. Not once have we thought to check on their welfare. How is Abu doing it? We had a business transaction, and I'll say it to the public. What was our business? Very simple. I won a contract for $500,000 US, and I approached David and I said to David, come into business with me. Influence this project. If you influence this project, we stand to make X, Y, Z. I opened up the business plan to him, and he thought this is a lot of money, because it is a lot of money. Football business is big business. And he said, Abu, this is a lot of money. When I went and spoke to his sister first, his sister tried to negotiate a deal on behalf of David, because she said to me, you know, this is fantastic, this is a good project for David. Several messages to do the right thing for the last 6 months. You have blocked me on social media, you have blocked me on WhatsApp. Same with your lawyer, because you guys think you're smart. And you can get away with this because you're a big brand. You cannot intimidate me. I have the text messages you sent to Larry Gaga. I have all the text messages you sent to Larry Gaga talking about your father's weights, and your father says he wants to handle this project from now on. He wants to see me. He will take me to court. You drag Mr. Adeleke. Mr. Adeleke, oh Mr. Adeleke. Right. A whole Mr. Adeleke, you drag him into this our issue. A billionaire businessman that has the track record of doing legitimate businesses. Everything we have done in terms of negotiations to try and mediate so that you can do the right thing has fallen to pieces because you can't afford it. Or maybe you can, but you just don't want to pay it. So real thing, it is very easy to collect money. But to give it out is a problem for you, David. Omalimier, if you drag your father's name into this thing, I promise you, and I'm saying it again, David, I will. If you drag the IG of police into this, I will. I've not committed any crime. I haven't committed any single crime other than fight for what's mine. So I will not be intimidated, David. Do the right thing. Nigerians, I beg you to talk to him. Do the right thing. I got your text messages from Larry. You say the governor, Adeleke, has called you, your father's called you, you've written petitions on the IGP. I don't know what you're writing a petition for. A petition that you stole my money? Or you took my money and you did not do the work, the job you're supposed to do. Is that what you're writing a petition for? You're not going to get away with this one, mate. I promise you. Either way, we're going to find a resolution to this. But if you want me to drag your name, and you bring your father's name, and I drag your father's name into this as well, it's up to you. As a person, I am not a rude person. You said to me that I have...
So Special, listen, yeah? I don't mean to call you out because you're my guy. I know you from time, innit? But at the end of the day, you David. And right now, I don't give a about nobody. You get me? So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, my job is to show people that, this guy's a thief, innit? You get me? He's a thief. I ain't mincing my words, and he's soft. Well, let's leave it as that anyway. So, if you look at this message, guys, that's reading it, especially those of you Davido fans, innit, that you think is God. I thought so too at some point in time, but right now it looks so little to me. Here, me especially just talking about documents, innit, about his documents, to give him 5% of my company for all the work he's done with, trying to sort out David, talk to David and all that. And then he asks me this question, so you can just read along in it. So at this point, obviously, like, the sponsors are giving me hits, like phone calls.